Hello my friends and welcome to today's NY market update video. Once again, don't forget hit the like button. Let me know how you went today during London session. Really good stream, enjoyed it. A lot of education, trades. First trade was break even gold buy limit order, which nearly worked. It got to about right on 9 pips and then reversed. It was just here. This candle tapped into what was a 15-minute bearish candle just here. As a little pause at resistance and it pushed back up. Not quite enough to secure. Went to break even, took me out. It was a good decision in the end because it ended up coming back down, so I was happy with the management. But right at the very end, you had to wait. We waited till the very end of the stream. I was about to call it, and I noticed something. What gold had done. Long liquidity wick into the range below, only to reject, closing back up near its high. We have broken, we have retested onto the 15-minute. Within that, it's cleaner. Not only that, we had a bullish engulfing candle. That to me is a really good signal in price action. Along with that liquidity wick in the M30 in an uptrend that we were ready to continue to the upside. Now the candle popped up a little bit, popped down a little bit, wait for it to pop down, create a lower wick, a little bit more of a lower wick. And as it broke its own high, I entered and really nice trade in the end. Really nice trade. Secured at about 11 pips, ended up securing a little bit more around 14, and the rest eventually came back to break even. So that was today's stream. If you haven't watched, I suggest doing so. A lot of education, a lot of worthwhile content to go through within it. All right, so moving forward. So now let's start with gold then. So right now we're still hovering above this level I mentioned on stream. Mentioned if we start to pop below and break this previous level, cut through it cleanly, then I can remove the support just here, and we can look for potential buys playing the range at lows here. And you could also have that level in at the highs, previous 4 hour, and just play the range. However, we have respected that level, so I put it back in, and it's still valid. And now what I want to see is if we remain above it. We've got the 4 hour closure, closed a strong bullish candle. Current candle's tapped in. It's forming a support at that level, consolidating. Very simple on gold right now. I will be waiting for my catalyst to look for another potential buy. Impulse entries could now be there. Reason being, you do have the daily, within the daily candle, you have pullbacks. What's likely to happen if you break your own high will continue. I would still act with caution and wait for a closure above minimum, above the bodies of candles to the left. I would still, to be honest, I think best just to wait till it closes above. In my personal opinion, I would just, that would be my rule. Wait for a closure above, tap in, continuation. That would be me for gold, moving forward into MY. Not so keen on sells, selling into support. So I'd be focused on the buys. Buys lower down, sells below 23.72.43. Got a fair while off to get to that level. So I'll just be focused on the buys for the time being on gold. It's just a matter of where buys above this point here is no longer an option because it's just consolidating. So it's buys above the current daily candles high. And that is how I'd be playing gold. Now onto GJ. And let's see what it's doing. So it's above that resistance I spoke about on stream. I wanted to pop above because every other time we approach that level, look at the 15, we just constantly rejected. Now it's still not great though. We've closed above and now we're doing the same thing. So it's kind of the same analysis now. We just need to wait for what in my opinion, would be a nice closure above this 15-minute consolidation. What you want to see is, so this is good because now what you might be getting is a bit of a pause within price action above a previous resistance, still respecting it though. So if this candle closes back bearish, what I'd simply be waiting for is the following candle to close back above this resistance, preferably on a 30. It's just flipping now. Make the move just now. I would not be taking it. But that's what I'd be looking for. Closures above. If it closes above just now, I'd consider it in the next candle. Personally, I'm done for the day. So that would be an option on GJ. Buys above. On continuation, let's take a look at a 4 hour. Just add confluence. You've got, yep, breaking previous 4 hour counts high, a bit of room to the left. That's what I'd be looking at on GJ as far as the buy options. As for the sells at this point, if we form a support just here, yeah, it's going to be tough because there's not much margin. It's pretty choppy traffic. For me, I think safer sells still below 192.270 roughly. Otherwise, upon rejection of these highs, the 4-hour level, like I mentioned on stream, that could be the other option for the sells. Yeah, and further buys, if it creates a clean move back down, not in a sell, buys above 192.350. So sell high, buy low. That scenario is always a good way to go about it as well. So that's definitely what I'd be looking at. Just add those in, and then I'll move on to have a look at GU quickly. All right, so now let's move to GU. All right, this is also pretty good because that level I spoke about on stream, I want to see it pull up, tap into, as every good chance it would do so, and it's done so. See how it reacts to it. So far, we remain below it. So what we're doing now is we're just consolidating between the highs at 124, just above 124.80 on the current daily, and the lows. Well, not the current daily counts low, but the support formed within the current daily at around this 126.635. So if we are to continue bullish, you should respect this level. Potentially create a high. I'm not interested in buying into resistance though. I think the buy is a bit difficult at the moment. But if we pop back down, start to close below at 126.635, I'd definitely be interested in sell options, buys from lower down. Only other way I consider buys, well, a few ways, buys above pretty much 125 flat. Or if we create a nice clean move to create a high, then play within the clean candles, create a clean pullback, or a bit of structure, a bit of support. And that's when I consider the buy option. If that was to be the case. Now on to NAS quickly. All right, so look at that. Made the move below support. I had drawn up on stream. Would have been a valid entry. Tough. In all honesty, would have been a tough one. Because you got the pullback, it would have been an impulse entry, not a wick. Personally, I don't think I would have taken it. Wouldn't have taken it. But nonetheless, good to see the levels are correct, and it is respecting that fire level. It is broken through, and it's now making a move down. It's making down to this level, which does make sense. For it to make move back down to its previous level of data to the left. So on NAS right now, what I'd probably like to see is I'll probably remove this because I don't think you're gonna have the margin. Oh, there's a few options. They're either gonna reject this point here, 1757.66 roughly. And if you've got the margin, sell it back down. It could be an option. Otherwise, I'd be waiting for it to pop back up. Maybe retest the highs, grab some more liquidity, form a structure. Similar scenario to before. Look for my sells from higher up if that was to be the case. So really, it's really sells anywhere. Like I mentioned on stream, sells anywhere within this gray zone is what I'd be looking at on NAS. Now, would I buy it? Well, we made a pretty clean move down. So what you probably need to do is get rid of this zone. Up through it. I'd rather retest it though, just to see first if it is going to hold. Well, let's just say it doesn't. Let's just say it makes a bit of, it starts to consolidate a bit just here. So like so. Then perhaps if you get your cows closer to NY open, it could be a good option to take a buy back up towards the current daily candles high. But just be wary of that previous support that it could reject. So I'd be very careful with it. And it's in an overall downtrend. It's bearish across the board. I prefer to sell it and be patient with it today. I still don't have really any higher time frame or anything suggesting that we may pull back. So that's how I'd play it as. Potential further sells below the current daily candles low if it does now just begin to consolidate a bit in that level. Like so, come closer to MY open. There's a good chance it will fill down towards at least 1750.22 or 1750 512, that sort of level. What other conferences are or 4 hours pulling back within it, so could be something closer to, I think it's the MY open candle, which is the new 4 hour. Otherwise I'd be looking for sales upon the pullback within the current 4 hour candle at the levels I mentioned before. So that is about it, guys. That's a wrap. Yeah, do trade safe. Yeah, I will be on stream tomorrow at about 7:30 AM UK time. I look forward to it. I appreciate all the support. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a little comment if you can, and I will see you tomorrow. Cheers guys, bye for now.